What's up guys, welcome back to Static Works. Today we're going to be doing some work on my BMW, and no, it's not going to be aftermarket parts. We're going to be fixing an oil leak that's been occurring in my car for a while. I'll get more into detail when Bruce turns the car around. Oh!
What's up, dude?
What's up, dude?
Well, you know, just driving the whip.
New whip?
I wish.
What are we gonna do today, bud?
Well, by the looks of it, new valve cover gasket.
What? What's going on?
Well, we got quite a bit of loop here.
Didn't we just replace it?
Yes, we did.
We didn't do it right, did we?
Probably not.
Currently, my garage is in a midlife crisis. Stupid dirty, but here's my O2 sensor that I need to replace. Explain that later. And right now, we're gonna do my valve cover gasket. Yes, we've already done it on this car. This has a new valve cover gasket, a new oil filter housing gasket, and a new oil pan gasket. So pretty much there should be no oil leaks coming from this car whatsoever. I even did the rear main seal, which is right in between the transmission and the engine. This is the only one that's been leaking, and as you can see, it's leaking pretty bad, which is really weird since we did it twice. The first time we did it, it was leaking. We fixed it the same day, and even with Bruce's car, it's still not leaking, and we did his. So what's going on, pal?
I don't know what's going on.
Just out of the car, bro.
Part out.
Coming back to the O2 sensor, when the clutch and flywheel was done on this car, 4 studs broke from the header, so we had to get that heated out from an exhaust shop. So that messed up one of the O2 sensors, obviously burned it. So now we got to do this too, but I don't have the tool for it right now, so it's gonna be later. Might not get to it today, but we got to do that. My buddy's coming over, we need to finish removing his tent, and Martin's gonna be coming a little later. I haven't seen him in a while, dude. I miss that little guy. Another update for my car, which I didn't record, was I kind of fixed my fitment a little bit. Obviously I can push it out a little more, but as you can see, it's almost there. Right now it's like barely clearing on this little gap. To run a wider spacer, I did have to go with the smaller tires, so I am running a 215 35 by 18 in the front. The rear is 225 by 40. I'll probably go with the smaller setup in the back like I did in the front, but that's just obviously to push it out. The rear is fine, but now I just got to get an alignment. The valve cover gasket brand I decided to get was O-ring, and you also need the grommets, which go right here on pretty much like 16 bolts.
A lot of bolts.
Make sure if you're getting a valve cover gasket for an E46, the earlier models have a different valve cover. I'd recommend checking your door jamb. That tells you the date of production on your car. My car was made in 09, 2001, despite it being a 2002. So when you're ordering, you're not gonna go based off of what year your car is, just more of when it was made. To get started, you have to remove the cabin filter assembly, which you just have to twist these little guys, pop it up, and then you can remove this, remove that, and then I don't even have any screws on here, but they'd be torque screws. You have to pull all this off, and then you can just remove this whole thing out of the way. Normally you would replace the cabin filter on your car.
We don't have a replacement, so we're just gonna shake it out.
AC, bro.
Yeah, AC's for slow people.
You lose horsepower.
Exactly.
If you were going to replace this, I'd recommend going with the charcoal filter. It does purify the air better than a normal filter would.
So if you can't replace this, at least, you know, you gotta shake it out, make sure it's semi-clean, you know. Just give it a little tap, maybe a little shake. I don't know what to do. The first thing that we're gonna do is take off these 2 little top covers here. You're just gonna need a 10mm socket.
To do that, you need to remove the oil cap to take this whole plate off.
And you're just gonna grab the 10 mil here. So there's the first cover, and then we're just gonna get the second bolt back here on the other cover. So once you take off those 2 bolts, the cover just comes right off. You just kind of lift it up and then slide it right out.
Now I'd recommend putting the oil filter cap back on just because you don't want to get any debris in there. But in the meantime, you're going to want to remove every ignition coil. Obviously there's 6 here, so there's going to be 2 bolts on each one. And then after that, we'll show you guys the next step. To remove the ignition coils, all you have to do is push up on these little clips at the corners, and then it'll pop up like that. And you just gotta wiggle it out, and then you just pull them out just like that. Make sure when you're removing all... Shut up! Make sure when you're removing all the ignition coils, keep them in order. Just so if you have any misfires or any of that, you'll know obviously which one it was, instead of just trying to dig through all of them. After removing every single one, you're gonna be pulling this tab off, and then you're gonna be able to move everything to the side. After removing the ignition coils, you're gonna wanna remove these bolts with the 10mm. You're gonna go all around. There should be 12. After that, you're gonna need to use a deep socket 10 to remove these 4 inside where the ignition coils and spark plugs would be, and that's gonna be able to remove the valve cover. This is how a bolt should come off on the valve cover, but one of them came off like this, which it's not supposed to. This piece is supposed to stay inside the actual head, which is fucking really weird, because that means something went wrong. But we're gonna look up the torque specs for this itself so we can torque it down, and then obviously put this one back once we install the new valve cover. So there's another thing wrong with the valve cover install, and the first bolt, or the first stud, we were able to tie in to 15 foot-pounds, no problem. 2 of them didn't want to tie in, even one of them that didn't even come off, and we took it apart, and when we were loosening the actual stud, we saw metal shavings, and we're like, fuck, there's no way. And we removed it, and we saw that the stud itself isn't stripped, but the head is actually fucked up. So we're gonna go to my buddy Michael's work. I let him borrow my rethreader. So we're gonna try doing that as careful as we can, just because we really don't want to fuck that up. But what's weird is when we did the valve cover, we tightened it to the specification and the specific pattern, which was 7 to 8 foot-pounds, and it was supposed to go in a weird pattern, but that's just really weird. So I don't know what's going on. Fuck. I hope we're able to fix it. I'm stressing out right now just because we won't be able to tighten that piece, and I really don't want to have to take it somewhere because I can't. I would have to get it towed just for someone to fix that. But it looks like it could be fixed pretty easy. When we took out the stud, pretty much the bottom half just looked like there was no threading because it was all just metal from the head. So we're gonna have to rethread it. I just don't know if we're gonna be able to. Life is great right now.
So we just got the tap and die kit, and we're going to start trying to get the hole rethreaded so we can put the valve cover stub back in. Alright, so we are currently just cleaning all the parts off that go into the valve cover gasket, so all the little crevices and stuff around the whole thing.
Motherfucker!
Yes?
I dropped something.
How dare you interrupt me? Why would you interrupt me like that?
Because I love you.
So, like I said before, we are just cleaning out all the crevices of the valve cover itself, and then also everything that's on the inside of it as well.
I'm using a disposable microfiber to clean the surface just because I don't want to scratch it, and I'm just going to throw this away afterwards. When you're done cleaning, this is how the corners should look. Even the grooves in here, make sure they're clean because oil will leak through here. We're gonna be showing you guys where to apply the RTV. I just think we're gonna put it on the key areas right here, this line, and then on the other side, the same. What you wanna do is just put it all across here, and it's just gonna create like a secondary gasket. You gotta put some on the corners right here. Pretty much you wanna go all along the whole entire area. Finally, we're gonna be putting the valve cover on. Hopefully nothing falls like the gaskets are doing right now.
So what you're gonna do is just get the little rubber grommets and put the bolt through them and then just screw them down.
Putting them right now. I'm just doing it at each corner just to align the valve cover better, and do it on each corner, and then I'll start putting everything else on and we'll show you the tightening sequence. And I believe you're supposed to torque it to 7 foot-pounds. Now Martin, oh God.
Who's Martin?
Now Bruce is tightening in a certain sequence to 7 foot-pounds each of them.
So the pattern that you do when tightening this down is you start off here, the second bolt from the front, and then you work your way down, so it's 1, 2, and then you go up top here, which is 3, and then you go 4 in the middle, and then down 5, and then up to the top 6, and then you go to the front here, 7 in the middle, 8, and then 9, and then you go in the back 10, and then down 11, and then 12, and then on this one you start off at the bottom 13, and then go to the top 14, and then 15.
7 foot-pounds. Oh God. The valve cover is finally on. We put everything back on. We're gonna wait about 30 minutes before starting her, and hopefully it doesn't leak, bro. What do you think?
Wait, is that her? Dude.
When did you get here?
When did you get here?
No, like I'm dead ass.
Dude, you're making this awkward. Why are you here?
Currently, we just witnessed a car accident, and the guy tried to run, like flee the scene. Yeah, he caused the accident. He didn't get hit, but he tried to flee the scene because of it. And so now we have him inside of a parking lot, and we're trying to wait for the cops to come. Fucking talkies. We're just waiting for the cops to come now, but you know, it's just a little drama for the vlog right now.
So we're trying to go to Sears to buy some tools, but after this happened, the lady that was in the accident is just by herself now. Everyone left. Cops don't want to come, so we're just gonna wait for her till the cops come because I feel really bad. And we witnessed it. We took pictures of the license plate, so we're good to go. But then after this short little break, we're gonna be back at Sears.
What's up, dude? We're here at Sears.
Oh, this is gonna be awkward walking in with people.
What's up?
I feel like people are just watching us, dude.
Yeah, they got lighting in here. It's fucking good.
I know, bro.
Dude, some fucking
I've never been here.
detailed ass
All I
pictures.
know is they have craftsmen here.
You've never been here.
No.
Fucking.
There's 3 floors, dude.
3 floors of greatness.
I'm scared.
Can you stop touching my fucking ass? God.
I'm sorry?
So,
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Static Works. Today we're here at my garage, Craftsman Tools. Should we get this one or should we just get a whole tool set? I want a ratcheting wrench set. Like, cause I know I've used them before, and after I felt them, it's like they're so easy to use. These are the ones I want too, cause they're able to bend back and forth. So many choices, is it? I have a dilemma here. You guys need to subscribe. Talk about car parts too. It's like it works on its car at home and breaks everything. No wonder. Doesn't let me do it.
just left Sears right now.
Oh, a bunch of shit.
We got some goodies. We're on our way to go fix the O2 sensor.
We need to fix your car. You want to talk about it? Faster! Faster! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh! Bruce, you driving a Corolla?
It's a Camry.
Oh. Do a pull! Do a pull! Do a pull! Boost! Boost! 18 psi, 19 psi. Oof! Oof! We're back at the static garage. As you can see, it's running. I'm looking here and it doesn't look like it's leaking anywhere. So we're gonna let it warm up to operating temperature, and hopefully it doesn't leak once we turn it off, because that's where it tends to leak most of the time once you turn it off and it starts settling in. But if that, we'll keep it updated and let you guys know if anything happens. I just checked the time and it's getting pretty late. It's currently about 9 o'clock. I still have to do the O2 sensor on my car and pretty much get it all cleaned up because I've been neglecting it. I've been so busy with school and working on other people's cars since I'm starting to make money off of it. And yeah, so today was a really busy day. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and if you guys want more vlog all day style videos like this, let me know. We can probably try to do that for you guys. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe, share, and we'll see you guys on the next one.